And in this hadith of his and the saying of his, there is advice for especially the women folk. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he says that if you do 4 good deeds, 4 good actions. Number 1, you pray your salah, your namaz. Number 2, you observe the fast, the roza and Ramadan. And number 3, the woman, the wife, she keeps herself pure only for her husband. And then the last thing, the main thing, she listens to her husband, she obeys her husband, she sees to the needs of her husband. Then such a woman, if she does these 4 things, 1, she reads her namaz, she prays, she observes her fast in the month of Ramadan, she keeps herself pure, and lastly, she listens to her husband and she keeps the husband happy. Then she can enter paradise from whatever door she pleases. This is all she needs to do to enter paradise. This is the advice for the women. Now for the men, for the husbands, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said that the best amongst you are those men who treat their wives the best. And I am the person who is best to my wives and to my family. So the advice to the woman is that she has to respect her husband and see to the needs of her husband. And for the husband, the advice is that he cares for his wife, he is fair with his wife, he basically treats her with kindness, with love and affection. And if we look at the life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this is how he was. That when he would sit down to eat with his wife, Hazrat Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, she says that I would drink water, and when I would drink that water, I would give the glass to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now look at the love between the two of them. Look at the bond and the relationship between the two of them, that they are sharing the glass, they're sharing the same plate. And then when she would drink the water, she would give the glass to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What would he do to show his love and affection and his appreciation towards his wife? That he would take that glass, he would turn the glass so that he could drink the water and touch his lips right where his own wife, her lips touched that glass. This is how he would drink that water. Then Hazrat Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, she says that when I would eat meat, then I would give the rest of the meat to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He would take that meat and he would eat it exactly from where I ate it from, to show his love and affection. So my dear respected brothers and sisters, that when we look at the way the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he taught me and you that the man, the husband, he has to, what does the wife need to do? She needs to give him his respect. As a man, let's see what the man wants. All he wants is that his wife listens to him and she respects him and she honors him. And what does the husband need to do for the wife? That he loves her, he shows his affection towards her, he appreciates her, and he showers her with praise. And because of this one reason, that Allah Ta'ala, He's created the man and woman differently. And when husband and wife, they marry, what happens is that the husband, because he's young, he does not know how his wife thinks. Because the way a man thinks and the way a woman thinks is different. So the way a man will react to a problem or to happiness is completely different from the way a woman would react to that. So this leads to many misunderstandings. So let me share with you a short story in the time I have. That once one husband and wife, they went to an imam and they said to him that we have a lot of problems and we argue all the time, and give us something to read or give us some water which you have read upon and you have supplicated upon, and through this our problem will be solved. So the imam tried to explain that this is the problem, there's misunderstanding, there's miscommunication between you, but they wouldn't listen. So he thought to himself, okay, what should I do? He realized that the reason why they would argue is when the husband would come home from work, and this is how men are, when they come home from work, they want to just shut off from everything else. So when a man has a problem and he's stressed out, he doesn't want to talk about it. He just wants to basically zone out and be on his own. So when the husband would come home from work, he just wanted to eat in peace. And the woman, the wife, how they are when they are upset, they want to talk about it. They don't want a solution, they just want to talk about it. So when the wife, she's worked all day, so when she see her husband, he wants peace, and she'll start saying that, look, this happened, that happened, this happened. And because the husband couldn't understand where she was coming from, he'd become annoyed and tell her to calm down, and she'd start arguing back, and it would kick off from there. So the Imam, he realizes, so what did he do? He says, I'll give you this water to drink, but there's a way of drinking it. You have to drink this water, both of you, the husband and the wife, and when you drink it, you're not allowed to swallow the water. You have to keep it in your mouth. And you can only swallow the water after half an hour. And when you drink it, he says to the wife, when you're in the house and your husband comes home and you can hear his car in the driveway and he's opening the door with his keys, you drink the water and you keep the water in your mouth and you don't swallow it for the next half an hour. And he tells the husband,